When the police arrived, they found the girl was not wearing any underwear. Her jacket had been torn apart, and there were fresh bruises on her inner thighs. It was clear she may have been sexually assaulted, but strangely, the girl begged the officers not to tell her parents, saying her life would be in danger if they did. After a forensic examination, the remains of 2 males were found inside her, but Lisa could not clearly describe what the men looked like. She only remembered that one of them had a metal ring down there. This made the police suspicious of her story, because many of her wounds were actually old injuries, and through surveillance footage, they noticed a man had been following Lisa, and only fled after she was rescued. When the suspect Mark was brought in, he claimed he was innocent, and refused to provide a DNA sample. But while Mark was using the restroom, officers accidentally spotted the metal ring, and arrested him on the spot. Right around that same time, forensic analysts identified a sample from a second suspect, one who had been taking medication for high cholesterol long-term. DNA testing was then used to rule out Lisa's father as a suspect, but this left investigators confused, because Lisa had clearly been hiding important details, and seemed to be protecting her father. Officers returned to Lisa's home for another visit, and the moment they walked in they found a house full of children. It turned out the family was running a daycare out of their home. Detective Taylor noticed several medications sitting on the table, and they were the exact drugs used to treat high cholesterol. A young girl explained that the medication belonged to their neighbor James. At that moment, Lisa became visibly upset, and insisted James would never do something like that to her. Her reaction immediately raised red flags for investigators. Police quickly launched an investigation into Lisa's school background, and to their surprise, Mark turned out to be her ex-boyfriend. When confronted with the evidence, Lisa finally told the truth. She and Mark had broken up long before, and in a panic she had given his description to the police just to give them something. When James was brought in for questioning, he also denied assaulting Lisa, and actually volunteered to give a DNA sample to prove his innocence. But when the forensic results came back, the DNA was a match to what was found inside Lisa. James was completely blindsided by the news. He immediately claimed he had a witness who could clear his name, and that witness was Lisa's own mother, because on the night in question he had been with her. And what made it even more disturbing was that Lisa's father had been watching the whole time, and it was her father who had paid James to do it. The officers were absolutely stunned. What kind of family was this? Police quickly arrested both parents and brought them in for questioning, but something else caught their attention. 2 children in the home had never been officially registered. After further investigation, it was revealed they were biologically related to Lisa, with no way left to hide the truth. The mother admitted the 2 children were hers, but she said she did not even know who the father was, and that everything had been her husband's demand. He had been forcing her to keep having children with different men, and the reason behind all of it was simply to collect more government child care subsidies. But after the mother had to have her uterus removed due to illness, the husband did not stop. He just shifted the responsibility of bearing children onto his own daughter Lisa, and the male DNA found inside Lisa had been placed there by the husband and wife themselves. When the officers heard everything, they completely broke down.